Building a personal brand.
Yes.
Is that something that you do really for yourself to get to the next job offer, or is it something that you do for the company and making more sales?
Well, that is a nice one. We've been having those discussions with multiple sales teams, actually from the beginning of Linked Leaders until still. Because very often when a company requests their people make also work on the visibility, they always say, yeah, but then I'm promoting the organization, and what's in it for
It's
me?
my profile,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you hire me for a certain amount of hours in the week. Let's say it's a job, but my time, my resources are mine.
Yeah.
And that's such a shame.
It is. It is.
Because in a way you are proud of who you are. That's I think the main topic
Of the professional who you are.
The professional that you are. We're talking about LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I don't care about Facebook. It's nice, but
it's not your favorite.
It's not my favorite. I know, but using LinkedIn to keep your own your profile as an expert up to date, you need to interact. You need to do something.
Yeah.
The goal is, certainly for everybody involved in sales and making more revenue, is what do you do as a company? Which problem do you solve for your potential prospect?
Yeah. Well, and as in sales, as a salesperson, it is very interesting to realize that there can be a win-win situation. If you have a strong personal positioning as the great professional that you are, and at this moment you are working at company X, then you can emphasize each other.
Yeah.
Because if you show what you're working on, what you're doing, what activities your organization is doing, is that it shows that you are a proud professional working at XYZ firm, making you stronger, and through that also positioning your organization. So it is a win-win. What we always say is when you possibly in the future, near or farther future, if you are looking around where you're going to go next, everybody first checks out then your LinkedIn profile. And what does it show? And does it show that you are there?
Last post.
Yeah.
18 months ago.
Yeah, or are you there the interesting, strong, up-to-date professional that you are emphasizing to be? Or is it something that is not built up? It's so much more important and so interesting now to see how strong your positioning goes nowadays.
Depending on which position you have within a company, and I say as a salesperson, you are in front of the company.
Yeah, you're the visit.
You're the first person they see if they are looking for a problem solving a solution.
Yeah.
And how many people within sales teams did we have that say, no, I'm expecting that the company or the marketing department is delivering opportunities, and we call them and follow up.
Or the company page does it, so the branding is there.
Call it a shift in how the world works. Marketing and sales are united. They are one organization, one section within the organization. They are both responsible for a smooth flow of coming from lead generation, which is, let's say, the broad prospecting, who is my ideal client, and then getting into contact, going through all the sales steps, and then convert to a client.
The interesting reason, though, why people find it difficult to start acting from their own profile is actually a very strong personal aspect. That there is a fear in it. Fear that they're going to show who they are, fear that they're going to say the wrong things, that maybe someone in the organization or management is going to say that they did it wrong, or that they get a message that they have to delete. The other day was a recruiter. A recruiter had really a very strong post, but it was a tough one.
Yeah, he had an opinion.
He had an opinion, and it was, do you have the balls to come working with us?
Yeah.
Very strong, very personal. I found it very cool. But that you then get the head of HR calling the person and saying that he had to delete the post. That's killing.
That's killing.
That is killing.
Yeah.
If you do that, then you get the proactivity of that person is gone.
And that's the great opportunity to which you have when you have a sales team, because everybody has a different voice.
Yes, absolutely.
And make use of it.
Yeah.
Because I will probably not connect with person A, but to person B and C, and you are connecting with person A. So.
Yeah, and on the other hand, if you have strong statements in a post, then you're showing your real face. And if you're showing your real face, people engage with you.
Absolutely.
So the post went really fine and really great and was getting a lot of engagement. And unfortunately, he did delete it. Yeah, that's a shame.
It's a shame. I think as an organization, you need to get used to the different voice. You see now LinkedIn, where it's on your screen what he or she said.
Yeah.
But you don't know what they are saying if they are out of the building or visiting a potential client.
Okay, so this is starting to be a whole different topic. It's interesting. So it's actually the letting go of the management and trusting your employees to do the right thing.
You have to facilitate.
Yeah.
And you have to guide them.
Yeah.
In your example, really do not use the post, because delete the post.
He could have rewritten it a little bit.
It's a personal.
Yeah, it is. Agree.
How do you experience what he said or she said?
Agree.
And that's for everybody different.
Yeah.
If you are having issues with it, go and write down a social media protocol, which you can say, okay, guys, these things I have personally don't really agree, so let's prevent.
Yeah.
But then you can have some influence on future posts of somebody. But it's a mutual agreement then.
Agree. But it is hard because during a lot of trainings and the programs that we're having, we always discover the salespeople that they need to be active. But actually, it's very interesting now that we come to the real issue in that, and the real topic that a lot of salespeople have their internal process through.
Yeah.
If I do post, then what is my management going to say?
Yeah.
It's first that the management then either has to show examples, lead by example.
Yeah.
By showing balls or not showing balls, or whatever you prefer, and then supporting your salespeople for it, and discussing what post could be better instead of really slashing it out and saying delete the post.
Empower your team. That's really it.
Yeah. And the moment you start empowering them, then they will see that then they will see the win-win situation will be created, making it stronger for the organization, and therefore also emphasizing and enlarging your own personal branding.
Yeah. One little addition to if you want to round up, but one of the most important steps within your LinkedIn networking is also communicating with everybody within your network and having an opinion. So all that means also reacting on your potential client posts. If they've got an issue or they are proud of something.
That works. That's what you're saying. That also works in the personal branding.
That really works into the personal branding. So you've got invite. So lead generation, to making all the list. That's really static. That's something that you can do together. But
together
then
with the rest of the sales team?
With the rest of the sales team,
Yeah.
for example. But then building that relationship is with the LinkedIn the outreach, trying to get connection, having direct messages exchange, and then also reacting on their posts.
Okay, so there are also a couple of levels in it, what you're saying.
Oh,
It's inviting the DMs, so building up the engagement, and that's all direct. Then you have the posting that's actually not direct, and it's for the whole world. And it's responding to people's posts, is sort of direct, and also for the whole world. So there are three channels in that on LinkedIn itself.
Those are the daily or the weekly activities that you need to really do as a sales responsible person within the team.
And that will also make you build up your own personal brand and therefore also your company brand.
And every role is different. So you've got a salesperson that is really maybe connecting to a different level within the prospect organization, and you've got your management team, for example, which have also a role into making more revenue for the company, that they also connect to the management of the other company. So that's building relationships.
But our conclusion is it starts with management empowering
your sales team. Absolutely. And
nice one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.